Welcome to another episode of Hobby Nonsense. It is your boys, Solar Ray and Sports Boy. Hello,
I thought you were going
everyone.
to do an accent.
You told me not to do. Here's the thing. We did one take already where I did an accent, and I'm not going to lie.
Very poor accent.
It wasn't great. I don't even know what the accent
I
was.
didn't even hear an accent. That's why I was confused.
Ray's just like sitting over there, just waiting for me to keep going. And
Keep going.
I just
We're
stopped.
running, baby. Come on, let's do this.
Here's the thing.
This is one take Sally.
I've never been great at accents. I can do a Chewbacca voice impression.
We've
That's
heard
the
it.
only
Don't
impression
do it
I can do,
anymore.
though. That's the only thing I can do reliably. Everything else is like, unless I'm like out fishing, I can like do a Southern country accent, but
Don't do it.
I'm not.
Don't do it.
I'm not. I thought about it.
Don't
and
do
I didn't
it.
do it.
Don't
I
do
didn't
it.
do it. In fact, you know what?
You know when you go to the where are you going? Ireland?
London, then Ireland. Yep.
Okay. When you go to those places,
Yeah.
see if you can get like some London's like
Like the British accent, like
or
let it
like a
soak in.
British accent, get some like weird London like words that they only say there.
Oh yeah.
Like Quinn and what else do they say?
Quinn?
Yeah, don't they call that like money? Like 40
Oh,
quid.
quid.
Quid. Is that what it
Quid.
is?
Yeah. Quid.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. When we went to Ireland last year, on like the whole time when we were around people or not around people, we just started speaking in Irish accents. Me and my wife did. And it was just like, I couldn't.
I don't know what the Irish people think about that.
Today's episode, we got a lot to talk about. We've got to talk about two of the biggest parts of the hobby. Well, different hobbies are colliding with LEGO and Pokemon coming together.
Colliding or collaborating?
Yeah, I mean, why can't it be both? You know what I mean? So we got that to talk about. There's some new products that are coming. Some that I'm going to update on. We've got some price checks on some other cards that have already come out.
Price check, aisle 5.
And I did have one other sleeper product that I'm actually pretty excited about that I'm going to be talking about that I guarantee most of our listeners are not familiar with. Sketches are a thing that we all enjoy, right? We talk about this quite a bit. How about TCG sketches? Question mark?
Question mark.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that because it's a
that.
thing. And for what some of these go for, it is shocking that I have not been more in touch with this. So
I'm trying to think of what TCG has sketches.
don't you worry. We're going to be talking about that very soon. Logan Paul, is he good for the hobby? That
No.
is a question that I think we all have to answer.
I already answered it.
Ultimately, Tops and Fanatics
This
have to
episode
because
is
he's
over.
the one on the episode's done. Ray's answered it. The answer was no. Back in 2004, 2005, we were both in high school. It was our senior year.
That was we were there.
It was a great year. My friend then, now wife, was going off to Spain. She was doing a semester abroad over the summer. She was learning Spanish and all this stuff. So she's going away on this at least month long. It could have been 6 weeks. I can't remember, but to do this class. And before she goes over there, I'm like, oh man, you know what? I want to do something for her. Now, mind you, this is coming from a guy who's never dated anybody officially before that. No, let's just leave it at never dated anybody, period, before that time. And he was absolutely obsessed to a dangerously close to unhealthy obsession with this girl who turned out to be his wife. Wore down. Don't mind telling you that, bragging about it. And what I did was I went around to all of her friends. She was very popular in school. So there was a lot of people to record. So I went around to people, recorded their messages of bon voyage as she went off to her trip. And Raymond over here made his way into...
Not my name, but that's okay.
You don't go by Raymond Solorio?
That's not my name.
That's not your full... That's a weird... So Raymundo, I believe, was in this video at least 3 different times. And
Very popular with...
you were very popular with
the Sand
Samantha.
Girl.
Yeah, she was a big Ray fan. LEGO Pokemon, let's start there. That's some of the biggest news, I would say, as far as collectors go for quite some time, because you've got LEGO, which is extremely collectible, and you've got Pokemon, which, come on. Now you've got LEGO Pokemon, which we've talked about on this pod as far as like we heard that this was something that they were going to be doing. They talked about it, I don't know, months ago, that this was something that was going to be in the works. And now, as of February 27th, it's finally going to be here. You have some details. You made a post about this. Give us a little detail here.
A little detail?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't prepared for the details.
Okay. Well, I will tell you this much. The first detail is Ray really got in my head. I texted him this morning because I didn't know if he knew about it. I didn't know if he saw it yet. Of course, he had already seen it. When they made Lego and I think Pokemon did a collab post on Instagram, I sent it over to him, and I was like, I've already gone out to the website and I pre-ordered because they have a Eevee, they have a Pikachu coming out of a Pokeball, and then they've got a Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, like 3-figure just main event piece that are all available right now. The Eevee is $60. The Pikachu with the Pokeball is like $200, and then the Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise is a ripe price of $650. I did go out and buy them because I'm like, I don't care. I'm just going to buy it, and I'll pay the consequences later if it's a waste or if it's too much or whatever.
Dude, you buy things so quick.
Well, because I don't want to miss out. Like,
why you have such big FOMO? Like, this stuff isn't going to go. Mr. Moneybags over here just buying everything. He already bought all the Star Wars Smart Brick sets. He bought all the Lego Pokemon sets.
But to be fair,
you're not going to miss out. It's not like
well, this one I actually did. I'm glad that I told you about, because after I told him that I bought these, he was like, "Oh, dude, you bought too early," which I didn't think that was a thing. But then go ahead, explain why you said that.
Yeah, not necessarily too early, because they did run out. Is that with the purchase of the Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise set, you get a gift with purchase, just like Lego does when they release anything on January 1st, May the 5th. Anything they do gift with purchases depending on what the Lego sets go for or what they are.
Well, and I got a purchase. It was a horse. I got the Year of the Horse Lego, which I was like, oh, okay, well, that's terrible, but I don't care. I'm still buying it.
Yeah, so like when I bought my McAllister house during the Christmas, I got a hot chocolate stand.
Oh, the Home Alone McAllister house.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
wow. Okay.
The Creel house for Stranger Things, they got you could get another Stranger Things set with a gift with purchase. A while back, Star Wars did a Luke Skywalker minifigure drinking blue milk as a gift with purchase.
Really? That's so cool.
In this case, this was the Pokemon Kanto badge. They're calling it the Kanto Region Badge Collection, which was a gift with purchase. And again, they value this at $29.99, so $30. But you have to purchase this. You have to purchase the Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise to be able to get this gift with purchase.
How do you know what they value it at? Where did you see that?
You can see it on Lego.com.
Oh, there was, because you can't just buy it outright.
Correct.
You cannot get it as a gift.
Well, not from Lego. You can probably buy it out.
Yes.
Secondhand.
Oh, I will be seeing what it goes for.
Yeah.
For
which
sure.
Here's the thing, I'm not crazy about this gift with purchase.
Really? Because here's the thing. That's why I canceled.
I think it's boring. You think
the badge set's boring?
I think the badge set is boring. Everything on there is got the stickers. There's no printed pieces on there. I just think it's boring.
The badge set looks so cool to me. I think I'm kind of surprised to hear you say that.
And underwhelming.
The idea was, like, when I bought it,
the idea.
When it first, in the first few hours that it came out, there was no Kanto gift. The Kanto badge collection was not the gift that you could get. It just was the horse. And so that's why I did go ahead and cancel.
Purchase. Yeah.
I canceled my order, and then Ray texted me a few hours later saying, "Hey, it's now available." So then I went back and rebought and got the Kanto badge collection. I'm seeing now when I click on it that yes, some of the badges, but it's very basic illustrations on there. I do get that it would be cooler if it was
like the printed pieces instead of the stickers.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about it.
But the other thing though that comes with it is the fact that you have the points that make up for what you can then buy on release day.
Correct. And with the points, they're also doing another set that you can only get on Lego.com. Is the mini Pokemon Center. I'm not a big fan of this set either. You can redeem 2,600 points to get this for free on February 27th, which that does remind me, you can also purchase these Lego sets on the Pokemon Center, but do not purchase them on the Pokemon Center because you will not get the gift with purchase and you will not be able to get any points so you can redeem them for this mini Pokemon Center.
And I assume it's the same price.
It's the same price.
Oh, yeah. So
if you're going to buy these, buy them on lego.com, or when they release, go in person and purchase them because you can still gain the points.
Yeah.
They'll give you the gift with purchase right there, right then and there.
I don't know if it's like, well, I spent like about $1,000. I don't know if it's like 1 point equals 5 or $1 equals 5 points, maybe. I don't know because I got like 5,000 points on purchasing that. So
the man just drops $1,000 in Lego sets, like
because it's not gonna lose value. Like I mean, it's not gonna lose value right away. At least.
Are you planning to build them?
No, more than likely not.
Oh,
I mean,
then
well, not the Blastoise Charizard one. The Blastoise Charizard Venusaur, that's the one where I'll probably flip. The other one, the $60 Eevee, the Pikachu with the Pokeball, those may actually get built. But the main one for $650, I'm going to see what it does as far as... That one was purely based on, I think that's going to be really popular. I want to see what it does. But I mainly went back and bought it. I actually thought about just canceling it and leaving it canceled. But I went back and bought it because I thought that Kanto badge set, I think that's really cool. And
I think the Kanto badge set will be the thing that resells the most.
I think you're right, and that's the thing,
because
you
not
only
everyone can get it. Yeah,
with the more.
But I got a lot to say about these sets. I did a reaction video that is currently posted on our YouTube channel.
Bam.
So, but I think that all three sets, for the exception of the Eevee set, are incredibly overpriced, and I do not think that anybody should purchase these sets.
That is strong words. I think you will probably inevitably be right. Well, I don't know, because the question to me or to you, I would like to ask is pre-order purchases. That's what all this is. So there's typically with a pre-order, I don't know if there's a cutoff. Like
they'll just
make as many as people buy.
But granted, you can only buy one of each.
Yes.
They are limiting you to one per SKU, if you will. But again, I don't think that these are worth it. The only one that I would like that I think is worth it is the Eevee, which is the Eevee is $60. It's 570 pieces. And each one of these sets, the piece count comes down to 10 cents per piece. And that's average across the board, usually for Lego sets, especially the Star Wars ones.
Oh, really?
10 cents per piece. But the thing about these that is different from all the Star Wars ones is the Star Wars ones come with minifigures. And these do not, which granted, it would be weird if they come with minifigures. But again, so the piece count, I have a complaint because, like with the Pikachu one, that base, they're still counting that as the piece counts. Oh, so you can see like 10% of that set is that stupid base, and then for the Charizard, the Blastoise, and the Venusaur, that whole like everything that they're sitting on, the water, all those little pieces of flour, all of it, it's just dumb. It's dumb to me, and I think that's like. Like 25% of it is just like decoration, and it's.
But it's like creating their environments. Like Charizard's on top of a volcano.
I do not.
You don't think the volcano's cool?
No. Who cares? Who
cares? Boy,
this guy. Give me just a set of the Venusaur, a set of the Blastoise, or the set of the Charizard. $150 a piece. If this was $450, I would definitely get it all day long. But $650 is absolutely ridiculous.
Honestly, I think the $650 price tag is because of the Kanto badges and the fact that you're going to have enough points to where, because I actually do wonder if they're going to limit the Pokeball Center or the Pokemon Center. The Pokemon Center that comes out on release day of this, because technically this releases February 27th, and that's, I believe, the same release of when you can go to lego.com and buy the Pokemon Center build. You have to have, I guess, the
points ready.
Yeah, the points ready to do it.
But you can get points by buying other Lego sets.
Well, did you see too? Like I read like the FAQ where it was like, this is, if you wanted, some people were asking, like, how do I put together a Pokeball? The only way to do it, they're saying, is to buy the Pikachu Pokeball set. Like, I don't know when or if they will have another one come out where you can just
like
have
just
the
a little Pokeball.
I'm sure they will be at some point down the line, but I think this will probably be like the OG. So that's where I'm like, oh, okay, I think there's probably some value. And the fact is, too, this is not, they've even specifically said, this is not made for kids. This is made for the adult collector. So it's like all these things where they're purposely building it for people who are either fans of the content building that, or just fans of collecting and
Here's the thing.
general. So.
I love Pokemon just as anybody else, probably even more than most people. But I think that these Lego sets are overpriced, and I don't think that people should buy them because of that reason. But if you got the funds, go ahead, do what you want. To each his own.
Okay.
But even if you take off the Charizard, the Venusaur, and the Black, because they come off of that stand
off
thing.
the base, yeah.
I'm curious to see how big they actually are. Like, are they worth them individually?
Oh, yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? It's like,
I am curious just how big, how big all of this is.
You can see it when you go to Lego.com. They does give you like I believe it's 14 inches high and 19 inches long.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's over a
honestly,
foot. I mean, if you look at
really
the picture
cool.
where the guy's like, I mean, it's tall.
All right, there you go. That's Lego Pokemon news.
I'm curious to hear what people think. Put it down in the comments below.
Yeah.
Let us know. Put your comments on Spotify. Am I just bugging, or are you guys actually like? It's easy to get excited about something, but when the rubber meets the road, are you actually going to pay $600 for $650 for a Lego set?
Yeah. Well, somebody
Just
did.
saying.
One guy did at least. I know him well.
Mr. Moneybags over
Very
here.
handsome.
Where's your monocle?
That's not.
Huh?
You know what? I went into a large amount of debt. There's a 33% interest rate on that purchase. Okay. So
Yikes!
leave
More
me
of a
alone.
reason why not to do.
All right. Let's talk TCG sketch cards for a second, because I thought this was very cool.
Yeah.
So, buddy of mine who has been listening to both the SCN pod, but also this podcast, had reached out. He actually was reaching out because he's like, Ray, he's like, your boy Ray failed you. You haven't said anything about the Pokemon Lego news. And I was like, dude, we're talking about it all today. No, it's all good. So that's how the conversation
And I made
started.
a post.
You did.
And I made a reaction video.
Which he was.
So
he
don't
was joking.
come at me.
He was joking. Brian is a very kind guy. He wouldn't come at you anyway. But Brian has
Shout out
been.
to Mr. Cranston.
He's been big into getting cards autographed by on card autographs. Not like he is very much a fan of the real on card versus the sticker auto that we're so used to these days. Which, hey, I get it. And I'm 100% on board with it as well. But what we got into was how he has gotten some Disney Lorcana cards. He's taking Disney Chrome cards and sending those off for autos as well. But he's gotten some Disney Lorcana cards, the TCG, and he has been getting the sketch or
The voice actors for the...
Not the voice actors. He's been getting the artist where it says
Oh.
illustrated by.
Oh, that's cool.
He's been getting the artist to actually do sketches on the card.
Interesting.
And then also they'll sign it as well. And PSA is grading these things. So I was going through and looking at some, and I'll show you here. I'll put the graphics in the folder so Shane can put this in something. But so you can see here. So one of the artists by the name of Kindle, they will do anywhere between $10 and $260 to either sign it, like graffiti sign it. They'll do a basic doodle on there for as little as $30. They'll do a one-color sketch for $60, a full-color sketch for $200. This premium altar
crap.
where they turn like Mickey Mouse into Thor, and he's got Thor's hammer and all this stuff, like doing that for $260, which is very, very cool. There's just a number of different artists as well that do this. So Kirsten Hale is another person he sent me. So I'll show you as well, Ray. So you've got Kirsten who does these where you can just go out and buy them. Like they're already ready to go, where it's, Winnie the Pooh on a card, different versions of Winnie the Pooh. You've got like Piglet in a pirate's uniform. I don't know why exactly.
And you can just purchase these right now.
Well, all the ones that aren't sold out, but you'll notice like for
I love
the
that.
majority of these, other than these ones that are like popsicle versions of them, there's a ton of them that are already sold out on there. So it's very cool. The idea I love that the sketch artist is taking the card that they illustrated and then allowing you to say, hey, I want to make this a little more custom. If you want to buy this from me, I'll do a sketch on there. I think that's really, really cool. So some of these, the question kind of comes down to, all right, what do some of these go for? Like how much is it going to cost me? And then how much could I sell it for if I ever wanted to do that? I already mentioned, up to $250, $60 on some of the, most premium options. So not crazy money. But then you go and look on Card Ladder, the sales history. You've got ones on here that have sold recently for very simple, like a sketch drawing of Jafar. I guess it was one of the 2024 Disney Lorcana done by Nicola Saviori. His sketch of Jafar striking the illusionist. There's a PSA 10. It just sold for $110. It's not crazy money by any means. Now, granted, there are some of these that start getting a little bit more expensive. Well, that one, I don't know what they paid for. Again, like the one for Kirsten, she only charged $70 for all of them. So, I mean, if that person charged the same thing, they turned around and sold it for a premium. Well, and I guess the PSA grading cost as well. But that being said, you've got ones where 2023 Disney Lorcana, the first chapter, Enchanted Hades. It's a PSA 10 with a sketch of like Hades, like they put like real flames all around him, like this 3D looking effect. That one, the artist did it, and it sold for $470. I mean, again, it's an enchanted card, so it's got a little bit more to it. So anyway, so we started talking about this, and he mentioned one of his favorite ones is like this actually one that he has, but I found another one that just recently sold back in August. Where it was the sketch artist is Milica, I believe. It was a Frozen card, but they made it where they sketched Olaf on top of it. This card just sold for $1,700 back in August.
Did they dethaw the card before it sold?
No, it sold in a block of ice, actually. So that was what was really crazy. So Lorcana, obviously, it's popular, but it's not as popular as Pokemon. So we switched subjects, and he mentioned that Pokemon goes for many, many multiples of that.
Mitsuhiro
and I was like,
Arita.
I didn't know that was a thing as well, with the Pokemon cards. So apparently Pokemon's been doing this for quite some time as well. And we're talking some crazy numbers. Like, let's see, what's his name? Mitsuhiro
Arita.
Mitsuhiro Arita.
The thing about Mitsuhiro Arita is that you can get him to sign it, but it's not like he may or may not draw a sketch on there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's
so
he's not like
he's not commissioning these. Like
correct.
Some of these Lorcana guys are commissioning
like
this.
if he's not busy, he might be like, like draw a quick little sketch on
Wow. Well, this is from a 2025 card. Mitsuhiro Arita signed and sketched on there. Mew.
That's cool.
It was a PSA 9, sold January 2nd, $12,000. I mean, is that not great? Like there's other ones that he's done for a Pokemon Charizard Holo that sold for like $2,700. But there's multi-$1,000 cards and not as big of names. Like I'm not even really sure who some of these are, but Modua, Moduwa. They've done some Japanese promo sketches for like Rayquaza. Once they got it graded as a PSA 10, it sold for $700. There's a number of these out there. I didn't know that this was a thing, like where TCGs are getting the artist to sketch on there, and I think it's very cool that that's already been a thing. It's already like there's a market for it. In fact, when I told Brian I was going to talk about this, he jokingly, I hope he was joking, he jokingly encouraged me not to say anything because now there's going to be more people bidding against him to try and get some of these because apparently they come up not all that often. Like you said, it's not all that often that some of these guys will actually do this. So I do wonder, though, if this becomes more popular, if we start seeing more of these hit the market and more demand for it as well. So anyways, I thought it was really cool. I wanted to throw out a mention of it.
Yeah. I think it's cool that you can actually, for the artists, that they can continue to make money off of the illustration that they did.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's awesome.
Yeah. I thought
and
that
with
was cool.
Mitsuhiro Arita, I mean, he was like the original artist for the original base set.
Oh, cool.
So it's like getting him to sign one of those original cards.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just awesome.
That is really
and
cool.
if he draws a sketch on it, just even more awesome.
Madua, I'm guessing, is well known because he's got a ton of these that have sold, graded ones as well. But yeah, he's got them like they're going. It seems like they're increasing in value because there's some of these that are starting to go for like $1,000. And then I put this in order of pricing. So I mentioned the one that was like $12,000. I think that was like the fourth highest selling one. Again, that was January 2nd. In July of last year, one sold for $12,000 again. It was another one by Arita. There was one that sold for $12,000 again, another one by Arita. Then there was one that sold in 2024, April 2024, for $21,000. I think
by Arita?
Yeah, also by Arita. Arita seems to be the main Pokemon. So this was a Pokemon no rarity symbol Charizard PSA 9. Yeah, it was a Japanese one. There you go, right there. So, but it's cool. Like the sketches themselves, like Arita's sketches are way more basic than what you're seeing like on the Lorcana cards.
Oh yeah.
But the fact is, like the name that comes with it is what's causing so much demand.
It's like,
obviously.
imagine like if Walt Disney was still around.
Yeah.
And then he drew like a little Mickey Mouse, like a quick little Mickey Mouse sketch on there.
You would think like, oh, I've seen better sketches, but I don't care because Walt Disney just did it. Yeah.
Or like Pablo Picasso used to do some stuff like that randomly.
Oh, really?
Like you would see him and like ask for his autograph.
Mm-hmm.
He would draw like a quick little sketch.
Do you have any?
Do I have any Pablo Picassos?
Yeah. Do you have a Picasso?
They're like, if you really wanted a Picasso, they're a lot cheaper than you think they are.
I actually do. It wasn't until, I don't know, somewhere in adulthood that I made the connection that Picasso wasn't from hundreds of years ago. He was like
he was around
in our lifetime almost.
Correct.
Yeah. So, so you don't have a Picasso is what you're saying?
Not yet.
Well,
not like you.
Oh, shut. So anyways, that's all on the TCG sketch cards. We'll see what comes with that. Logan Paul?
As Van Goghs. Yes, sir.
Let's talk Logan Paul.
Heel.
Is Logan Paul good for the hobby? I dare say it's becoming more and more questionable. So there is the Pikachu Illustrator card that is currently at auction, correct?
Yes, with golden.
What is it at? Do you happen to know?
I can find out.
Okay. While he's looking into this is something that has come up in the last day or so. There was a video that was posted online. It looks like Collect Media made a post about this as well. But it is Logan describing what a irrevocable bid is. So Logan Paul is describing what an irrevocable bid is and why it matters for this card. I think we can just go ahead and play the audio. It's not like copywritten or anything like that. Let's go ahead and listen.
Someone wants to place an irrevocable bid on the Illustrator. Let me explain what that means. Ahead of the auction, someone will agree to put a pre-placed bid on the card. So if it doesn't hit that number, it gets sold to them at that number. If it goes above the number that they put, take the final sale price and their number, that difference, they get 10% of. So it's a way for someone to, it's almost like a business move. Someone did this with a fucking Birkin bag. He put a $3 million irrevocable bid on a Birkin bag. The Birkin sold for $10 million. The difference between $3 million and $10 million is $7 million. He got 10% of $7 million. So he made $700K in a night by doing nothing, other than giving the confidence that it was gonna go above $3 million. Someone apparently wants to put a $5 million irrevocable bid on the Illustrator, which I just don't. I think it's too low, so I said no. It's cool though. It's cool because like people obviously have confidence in the card.
So, Ray, I'd like to get your thoughts first.
Could you I know I was listening to it, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, let's describe exactly
the
what
people.
this is.
Could you describe what the?
So an irrevocable bid in this case is a tool, I guess, is how they would probably.
I didn't even know this was
best.
a thing.
I didn't either. But how he described it is a business move where somebody will offer to make a bid that is non-revocable, thus the irrevocable part, of a large amount of money on an item that is up for auction. Now, the purpose of this is to instill confidence in everybody else who's seeing this item up for auction that it's going to go for a very large amount. And it will be a minimum of whatever that irrevocable bid is. Because if it, say, was going to go for $4 million, and in this specific instance, someone bid $5 million in an irrevocable bid, that means they're buying it for $5 million no matter what. However, the business practice, I guess, for the person placing the irrevocable bid is, hey, I will do this so long as I get, say, 10% of whatever it actually ends up selling for over the amount that my bid was for. So if the bid was for, say, $5 million and it actually sold for $10 million, well, that's $5 million difference. They get 10% of that. They get $500,000 for doing nothing. So in my world, I think of that as a shill bid because it's a bid that is not actually meant to instill the actual value of the card. It's actually just more for the motive to drive up the price. And that's what it seems like this is doing. And so he's openly saying, like, yeah, this is a shill bid. Someone's offering to do it. I'm not going to do it, not because it's wrong, but because I think it's going to go for way more.
It's currently, the bid is 3.5 currently.
Before buyer's premium, though. I think with buyer's premium, it's like 4 something.
Okay.
I believe. So, yeah. So ultimately, I mean, this is an issue.
So wouldn't that be like you set like the floor at 5K or 5 mil, but then like you do it,
but there's a lot of
want,
times
like,
where
the
people don't buy in when there's like if there's a reserve on an auction, typically it kind of shies people away from buying in. I think in this case it is very different because people are going to see, oh, this is just someone bidding. They just bid their own money for this card. And if I see, oh, there's someone willing to bid $5 million on it. Oh, if I had the money, I would feel more confident in my $5.5 million bid or my $6 million bid. Like if there's already other people that are valuing this at these crazy high numbers, then it gives me confidence knowing that my slightly more than that bid is good to go because there's someone else already in the same mindset.
Yeah. Do you think that this video is true?
I mean, it's him saying it.
Exactly.
Like, I don't see why.
Do you think that he did this video to manipulate the price of the card going forward? Like he saw that this ends in 34 days. It's currently 3.5. It should be 5. Let's go ahead and make a video saying that somebody put out.
It's a good question. I think that, the person who's putting out that $5 million bid.
I mean, we don't know who it is.
Yeah, we don't know.
It could be.
Ray. Is it Ray?
I think it's Mr. Gibson.
But the point is like it doesn't really matter who's putting out the bid. It doesn't matter if they actually put out the bid or not. What matters to me is that he is trying to find a way to manipulate the price.
Correct. I agree.
That is my biggest issue. And it's like, we're just casually talking about this because if you were to ask him like, hey, is shill bidding wrong? I bet you would say, yeah, shill bidding, that's bad. You can't do that. If you were to ask him like, is trying to change someone's thinking to manipulate their thinking into paying you more money than something's actually worth, is that wrong? Yeah. If you put it in that fine of wording, that's probably, he'll probably automatically say like, it could be wrong. But if you put it like this, I think it's almost like he didn't think to answer this more PC or more like, hey, I'm going to get in trouble for saying something like this. In my opinion, I think this is something that should be very frowned upon and not allowed in most auction houses. Because I think in most auction houses, they do have shill bidding rules. I'm kind of surprised that this is allowed to go on with gold.
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily like I get them putting in the bid is a shill bidding, but I don't think people are currently shill bidding on this card. I think what he's doing, what Golden's doing, what Ken is doing is that they're doing a very good job at continuing to publicize this card.
Yeah.
So it is in the news cycle, in the zeitgeist for people to just think about the card.
Oh, absolutely.
So
and that's where
I don't think that's any different from you having a break on Fanatics and using your social media platform to publicize the break so people would come in and buy more, or setting a bounty for a card that could possibly be pulled. But this is in a bigger, larger scale.
So that in and of itself, like doing the, like say he did that video for the purpose of publicizing what's going on. I feel like you get a little bit more into a gray area. I think there's still a lot of people who would say, no, that is not okay. Like to try and manipulate my thinking that this is a more valuable thing than it is. But then to your point, I don't know if I necessarily see somebody who goes out and says, hey, we're going to go and set a bounty on this card, and whoever pulls it, we're going to pay you X amount of dollars. In fact, there's a bounty I'm going to be talking about later in this episode. And I don't think of that as somebody who's like trying to manipulate the value of the card. But I guess it all comes down to motive for me. Like if someone's doing this because they want to have that card, they want to be the one to get it, so they're going to put out a bounty to encourage people to sell them that card, then it's like, well, I don't see anything wrong with that. But if you're telling me like, oh, I'm going to do this because I want people to spend more money on it, then to me it's like, oh, that's like, again, it comes down to the motive of why you're doing this. And
I mean, you're doing this to make money. You want to make money. So of course,
yes,
like any motive, like,
but again, like if I'm putting out a bounty, I'm not making money. If anything, I'm giving out
I get
money,
that, but
right?
that's like a apples and oranges situation.
Well, then why don't you?
But
make
they're
the
both
comparison?
fruit. Well, because they're both fruit. But I'm saying like you got to sell the thing that you're going to continue to sell.
You got to hype it up.
You got to hype it up. You got to hype it up. But I get it. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth because it's so much money and it's Logan Paul.
Yeah.
But you got to continue to make these.
Just to be clear, though, the irrevocable
videos.
bid part, I do think is an issue. I don't think that should be allowed. However, if the video was strict, because he said he's not going to do it because he thinks it's going to go higher.
I don't think there is anybody that actually said that they were going to put in a revocable bid.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
That's my opinion. What do you think that this card is going to sell for in 34 days?
I thought before all of this, it was going to go under 5 million. But now seeing all of the publicity that is going out for this, and by that I mean like the guerrilla publicity, like the boots on the ground. This is like coming from, his own personal DMs and or like screenshots of conversations he's having and making it feel very real. Now it feels like, I don't know, it could go for like 8 to 10, like some crazy number. But yeah, at this point, I definitely think it's going to go over the 5, whatever he bought it for.
So you, give me a number. Like, what do you think? We'll see how much, who gets the closest. I'm going to say 8.76 million. I think he's going to go for 10.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of bounties, I did point this out. I just wanted to mention this because recently I keep hearing of little bounties here and there, not like hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, but like tens of thousands of dollars, which is still a lot of money.
That is a lot of what we just talked about.
I'd gladly take tens of thousands of dollars if I were to pull one of these cards. One of them recently was for the Star Wars Galaxy set, and I think this is still a live bounty. People who are looking for the Captain of the 501st. It's a card in this most recent set.
That's Captain Rex.
Very good. Very good. This guy's getting it. But if someone finds the one of one, the Superfractor, there's apparently, I believe, I want to say $20,000 bounty on it. I couldn't tell you the exact person, but I could find out who it was. If someone just happened to have that card and they're like, hey, I'll sell it for 20 grand. Let me know. I'll find out who has the bounty out for it.
Yeah.
But the other one I saw was just today. It was high-end case breaks. He's the guy who actually bought the one of one quad facsimile auto, that Disney Sapphire card that I had pulled earlier in 2025.
Oh, so $30K.
He paid $30,000. He split because one guy owned both the Mickey and Minnie Mouse spots, another person owned the Donald, and another person owned the Daisy. So one guy got $15K, the two others got $7,500 each. All of that was all done. He bought the card, and apparently I didn't realize. I think he also goes out and buys cards for other people. Some of them I know are for his, because we did like a FaceTime call, and he showed me his collection, which is insane. Like the superfractors that this man owns is out of this world, and the majority of them are like PSA 10s. But anyways, he put up a story that I just happened to see where it's out of the Pixar Golden or Pixar Gold product that it just came out. There are these wall art cards, which is basically like the movie poster. Yeah. So it's a wall art of Cars, and if for whoever finds the one of one, there's a $13,000 bounty on it. There's a $13,000 bounty on this one of one Cars wall art card, but he also said he's going to give $2,000 to the first person that helps him find it. I'm like, what? That's crazy to me. But that's also what's kind of cool is like there's
is he
so
purchasing or is it like a middleman situation?
Well, I mean, he will be the one who does all the money transfers, but I don't know if it'll be him ultimately ending up with the card. But either way, I'm like, it is crazy to see what is going on with the Disney market right now. The Disney of all of the IPs that Topps or Upper Deck or anybody who's putting out there right now, Disney, I would say, is the most popular. And you are seeing a lot of really crazy numbers being thrown around when it comes to the one-of-ones. So, yeah, I think it's really cool, though. I love that there's more attention and value being thrown into the non-sport side of the hobby. And I think that bounties like this I do think they're a good thing. But, yeah, I can see the other arguments being made, especially like we talked about when it depends on motive.
I wonder why they're looking for that particular...
It's a very cool card. I will say that card of all the wall arts that I've seen includes like almost every single character in the Cars universe. I feel like they're, I mean, at least the majority of them. There's so many characters they illustrated into this one picture. So it may be like that just struck a nerve. They really like it. Who knows exactly.
So for the people that don't know, one of the grail things that you can possibly find in garage sales that flippers like myself always look for is the Cars VHS tape.
Oh, really?
That's one of the VHS tapes. It came out when like VHS tapes were like going out. It was like one of the last Disney VHS tapes that went out. I'm looking at Soul Comps currently. It sells for around $1,700.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
The VHS of Cars?
Yes.
Because here's the thing. We've all heard that there were, Cars was very popular as far as like the movie goes. And then VHS collecting had its moment in the sun. And then it's still quickly.
VHS collecting is more than it's ever been.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it died. Like, or mostly is dead.
No.
Is it? So it just depends on the rare, like only for really rare things.
Right. I mean, you're not. Because like usually a lot of horror.
A lot of what?
Horror?
Oh, horror.
Yes.
Okay, because it sounded like you said something else.
Horror.
Because I could imagine those VHS tapes.
Yeah, no, like a lot of horror VHS tapes that are always only printed. Like old Disney, like the Disney ones that was like the last. Yeah, there's people collect VHS more now than ever.
Because I could have sworn I saw something like the Blue Diamond VHS Disney tapes.
No, that's
like,
fake.
That's a myth.
That's fake.
Okay, so that is a myth. All right,
yeah,
but the other
fake.
This stuff is. I remember what's his name. Pete. He dated like Ariana Grande forever on SNL.
Davidson.
Pete Davidson. Yeah, Pete Davidson was talking on I want to say the Tonight Show about his VHS collection of like different movies. I can't remember all the ones that he mentioned, but how he's like paying ungodly amounts of money for some of these. This was like a year or two ago, but I remember at that point thinking, oh, this is like the pinnacle that these VHS collectors are going to get to. And then that's it. That's interesting. I love to hear that. That's not the
first
end
print.
of it.
The first Star Wars print VHS tape goes for a lot. Like that's one of the ones that goes for a lot also.
Really?
Yeah.
Man. Okay. Well, there you go. That's more collectible news. I was
The
not familiar
more
with.
you know.
The more you know. All right. So we talked Logan Paul. We talked the Disney Bounty. There. I saw a case of cards.
Yes, I was just gonna say,
Saturday.
didn't you have a story?
Yeah. So
Story time with Mr. Moneybags.
So I was saying that it's not Mr. Moneybags. It was business. It was a business decision. So I had recently bought a couple cases of NBA Chrome. I bought it very close to allocation price, if not allocation. I actually don't know what allocation was because I didn't get allocated any of it. So this is not me taking advantage of my tops allocation.
But you didn't pay
both.
you didn't pay retail.
Oh, I don't think so. No, I don't think it was retail.
Do you?
I mean,
Like you paid more or less than retail?
I will tell you what I paid, and then you can tell me.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I know. Well, anybody who's listening, I'm pretty positive this was not retail. If someone's like, oh no, that was retail, let me know that. I paid $12,000 for 2 different cases. One was a case of Jumbo, and one was a case of Breaker's Delight for the NBA Chrome.
Okay,
so
so you
Topps
paid
Chrome.
$6,000 for.
I mean, one was like a little bit more.
Yeah, but like,
yeah.
Man, that's again.
So actually, I think
$650 Lego set is nothing.
Shut up. It actually could have been closer to 13. I think it may have been like 12.9 or something like that. It doesn't matter. So here's the thing though. So I got these cases. There was an issue with shipping. Got lost, stuck, whatever you want to call it. I bought these like 2 weeks ago or something, or maybe right around the release date. Actually, it may have been like a few days before the release date. I bought them, and I just got the first one on Saturday. I got the second one today. I haven't even, it's at home right now. But I got the Breaker's Delight one on actually it was on Friday. On Saturday though, I was like, okay, well, my initial thought when I bought these was, oh, I'm going to keep these for a while because it's the, reintroduction of licensing on the top side of things. I thought the value of these was going to go up over time. I didn't realize the value was going to go up so substantially so quickly. So I'm like, well, even though I know my original purpose was to hold these for a long time, it's like, it's kind of hard when it's this like it's this popular. And the fact is, like, the biggest rookie in that set, which is
The
Super
Super
Flag, the Super Fractor Auto has not been pulled.
Has not.
That at least publicly been shown. And plus, it's like it's a good rookie class. There's a number of other hits in there, so it's like. But I do think once that Super Fractor Auto gets pulled, I think the value comes down. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and move it. All this to be said, I ended up selling it to a guy. I don't want to name specific names right now either because this is what I found. So this guy is based out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. I took the case up to him to sell it to him. I guess it's like a number of other smaller businesses and things like that. He is located in this place where I was like, oh, this isn't. I was very sketchy. It's basically like, I want to say like half the size of like an old Sears or something like that. Like
it's still pretty big.
It's all one level, not multi-level, but
Okay.
all one level, one floor. But like half of a floor is wall to ceiling cases of cards. And I walk in here and nobody's in here. Like there's tables and tables of loose packs of like football and basketball and all this stuff that I guess they're going out and shipping or breaks or whatever it is, but there's nobody in here. What's happening?
Hello?
Like I was like, hello? And then so a guy comes out.
Sports boys.
He's a younger kid. He's 21 years old.
Was it the guy you met in Texas?
No. Never met this guy before.
No, the kid with no shoes.
Oh no, this is a different person. But anyways, again, I'm not trying to like. The reason why I'm not giving his name is because I'm concerned for his safety. Like I don't want to. I had the intention of like, oh, I want to promote this kid a little bit, but I've now
He's like, no.
In hindsight, I'm just because I took some video. I talked to him for a little bit. But I'm starting to think like, oh, this guy needs a lot more security before I ever mention any names of where exactly he is or who he is. So I was so impressed with this kid's setup that that's the reason why I had to say anything.
How old was this kid?
I just said 21. He's 21
okay.
years old.
I missed that
But
part.
here's the thing. He started on Instagram selling cards when he was 16. It was only in the last year, he said February of last year, he finally got onto a platform. He got on Whatnot. The kid now has, I wrote this down.
That's why you've been making, okay, now this makes more sense.
Wait, what?
Like you're like, let's start a Whatnot channel.
Oh, no. That was because I wasn't getting push notifications on Fanatics Live, which I was told today is finally fixed.
Okay.
So that is great news, actually. But so he's got like 127,000 followers on Whatnot in the last, since 11 months. 11 months. He is going live like 3 nights a week. I don't know the exact numbers he's bringing in, but he has 0 allocation. For all those people who are like, oh, I want to get into breaking, but I can't because I can't get allocation. Kid has 0 allocation. He has been buying cases and whatever he can get his hands on, I guess mainly off of like things like DealerNet or other sites like that.
Okay.
But he goes through so much product. Like he showed me the boxes that were like by this back door. It was literally, I don't know. I've got a picture of this too. It was probably 20, 30 huge boxes of just base cards that were getting ready to be thrown out. He's like, that's just from this week. And a guy already came and got the other half of it. So it was like, that was only half of what I was seeing from this week. He goes through so much product. It was just like, it was honestly, my thinking was, I know so many guys who have reached out since we started doing podcasts about cards who have asked like, how do you get into this? How do I do this? I want to do that too. I don't know what this guy's start was. Like he may have had a start where kind of helped get him off the ground. Maybe had a cash infusion.
If he's comfortable, maybe we should get him on the pod.
Maybe. I mean, again,
like in person.
I say all this to say it's very, very cool to know that someone in 11 months can go from like a small time Instagram breaker to someone with he said like there's over 1,000 people in his streams.
That's crazy.
That he's only doing it 3 nights a week.
What's his Whatnot channel?
Well, that would be giving away the name. Oh, that's where that's where I'm nervous. I don't want to I don't want to out the guy. Like, that's okay. That's my fear is like I told him, I was like, I'm going to talk about this on the pod, and he was okay with it. But now in hindsight, I'm like, given what I saw, and maybe there's a lot of extra protection that I just didn't see, and I'm hoping that's the case.
Is this a single guy operation? That can't be.
I can't give you all the details.
Okay.
But that's where there's just some fear that I don't want to get this guy into any kind of trouble. Not that he deserves any. It's just like people are awesome. We live in a scary world, so I'm protecting the kid if I can.
The retail price on like Megas and Blasters for Topps Chrome is ridiculous. A Mega's like $70.
I can tell you what David Adams is asking. It was less than what David Adams is asking for these.
And what is David and Adams asking for?
Well, for a jumbo, I can tell you that they are asking $17,000 for just the jumbo. And for Breaker's Delight, let's see, they are asking $18,000.
Okay.
So
and you purchase
I spent like around $13,000 for both of them.
Okay.
So
man, that's a lot. And you were gonna
a crazy thing.
You were gonna sit on that?
Well, I didn't know it was gonna jump like that.
No, but I'm just saying you like invested $13,000 on these 2 cases, knowing that you were gonna sit on them for a long time.
That was my initial thought.
Wow.
I mean,
okay.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if I put in 13 grand and in 5 years they doubled in price or something, or 5 years is like a long time to double in price. But if they doubled in price in like the next couple years, year or two, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty good. My money doubled. You put your money in the market, it's not going to double in a year most of the time. Granted, if you're investing like me, it probably is, because I do pretty well in the stock market these days. All that being said, though, for it to double in like the time period it took to ship, that was I couldn't just sit on that. I had to go ahead and do something. So, and maybe I'm regretting it because maybe the Cooper Flag becomes like the biggest rookie in the last few decades.
It could be like the Steph Curry card, and then we never continue to hunt it down.
Right?
We don't even know. It could be sitting in somebody's binder.
Somebody's got it, or someone's thrown it out, or who knows. But I don't know. Like we still, like I keep seeing like posts where people are opening old product, like it's not old, but the 2024 Disney Topps Chrome Disney product, like the 1/1 Mickey never got pulled until just recently. Like someone was doing, I think it was, I don't think it was Mamba Breaks, but somebody out there was doing some big Disney Chrome break, and they had some cases of 2024, and they opened it, and bam, there was the 1/1 Mickey. It wasn't just like someone wasn't just holding on to it who also had allocation. They were just trying to hope the prices stayed up. It was actually just in a case randomly somewhere.
Wow.
So
I got some megas stored.
yeah, you do.
Yeah,
I've seen some of your storage.
Disney Chrome.
You got you're sitting on quite a little stockpile yourself there, sir.
I'm not spending $12,000 on.
Yeah, but I
purchases,
guarantee you've got over $12,000 in what you got invested in all of your different collectibles.
Let's hope so,
dude. You absolutely do.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, so where do you keep all of it, and what's the security like?
Oh, dude, it's deep. I got my guard dog.
Okay, Tater.
Yeah,
All
my golden doodle.
Topps WWE Universe. I don't know if you noticed when we bought. I think when we bought on the pre-sale, it was like 169. I noticed on eBay they're selling for 260 right now a box.
A box?
Yeah. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Here's the less. It's also crazy, but less good news. I just heard today. I was asking like, hey, do you have any idea when we're getting allocation? Because it's like the release date's showing January 30th. I heard not just delay, but the word major delay got included in there. I don't know if that means, instead of a week, it's going to be 2 weeks. Who knows what the delay means.
You think we'll get the stuff from the website sooner than the allocation?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I definitely
so
don't
no one's getting anything until.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
that's probably a hype tactic also.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. But it is unfortunate news. I hate that. But it does get me excited still for the WWE Universe product. The other thing.
In time for the Royal Rumble, too.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's good. Man, maybe it'll be better timing then. Marvel Studios Sapphire. So actually this Wednesday. So Marvel Studios is the product I broke, I don't know, a week or so ago. I did like all 5 cases of what I had in one night. It was crazy. I'm doing 3 more cases this Wednesday. So when you guys are listening to this, the day it comes out, I'll be live on Fanatics Live starting, I think, at like 3 in the afternoon or something. So we got breaks going on Wednesday. But now the Sapphire version is coming out. The EQL for that is this Friday, January 16th. So if you guys want to get your hands on it, set a reminder on your phones right now. 11 to 12 Eastern time, 11 a.m. to 12 Eastern time this Friday the 16th. Boxes are going to be going for $389 in the EQL, which is still high, but for Sapphire, typically, I mean, that's not that crazy of a price for a Sapphire box. So we'll see. I haven't gotten allocation for
Have we seen any kind of like what the cards look like or what the
typically it's the exact same. It's just more of the
checklist or anything like that?
No, I haven't seen any of it. And but I believe it's essentially what you got in Marvel Studios, just with a Sapphire background. So the pink and the blue and all that good stuff. It'll have less inserts.
Sapphire, like as a product?
You're putting me on the spot here.
I'm asking.
So as a breaker, I don't mind breaking Sapphire because it's easy to break. There's only 4 cards per pack and 8 packs. So 32 cards in a box. Very easy to break. It's very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the hobby versions over Sapphire.
Okay.
Personally. So that being the case,
pun intended,
I don't know if I'm always my opinion is not always the majority, and I do recognize there's a lot of people who love Sapphire.
Gotcha.
So, that being said, to Labubu.
Oh, yep.
So Labubu has been going for still. I think I can go out and buy this from people for a case of it, which is 20 boxes. I think they'll sell it at maybe $30 or $40 a case or a box. Excuse me.
But $30 to $40 a box.
A box, yeah.
It's not bad considering there's only 1 pack in there.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I buy. I've mentioned before. Well, I mentioned today. DealerNet is where some people go out and they'll buy. You have to like set up an account and it's a whole thing. But you can go out there and buy product from people. Full cases. This is where you go to buy full cases. Sometimes they'll have loose boxes as well. But the boxes or the cases that they've had have been going for like $40 a box on average.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to point this out.
Point it out.
The resale on some of these cards, like the numbered cards. Now, granted, a lot of times you're not getting a numbered card, so that's a problem, right? But a numbered card is going out. We just did. I just sold one for a guy. I had ripped one, and we sent it off to DC Sports, consignor of the stars. If you're not using them, ask yourself why not. But we sent one off. It was out of 99. It sold for over $300. Someone just had a auto out of 22 that sold for 3,500.
Is that the record? Did I see that? I saw something on record sale for that Labubu.
It may have been. Actually, I'll double check it right now. But then there's cards that are out of $4.99. Out of $4.99 sold yesterday, January 11th, $79.
That's great.
The numbered cards on it is crazy, and that's why I'm like, honestly, I'm thinking about just buying up more of these cases. Like at $40 a box, it's kind of a no-brainer.
I think so.
I think anybody could sell these for $80 because that's a lot of times what they're going for on eBay right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just there's
no-brainer.
Deals to be made. There's flips to be made out there that aren't crazy. They're not taking advantage of anybody.
Yeah.
So
it kind of reminds me of the WWE bait product. Even though there's not a lot of you get that one pack, but a lot of those cards,
but it's low print.
Yeah.
Now the out of $4.99 is kind of a crazy. I don't know why they have that parallel out of $4.99, but especially if I'm like getting multiple boxes with no numbered card in there, it's kind of disappointing that they're out there out of $4.99s and I can't even get that. But there's only 5 cards. It's not like 4 cards. Excuse me. There's only 4 cards in the set. So people are like, oh yeah, it's out of $4.99. Remember that it's 4 cards out of $4.99, not like a 100 card set that has parallels up to $4.99.
Yeah.
So hit us with the GameStop news.
GameStop. I'm
speechless.
I'm speechless over here. Just when I think GameStop is going to do the right thing, they just continue to let me down.
It is sad. It is sad.
Isn't it sad?
I always thought of GameStop as like being like a fun, cool place.
Do you remember like what was it like? What was their motto for? Wasn't it like power to the people or something?
Ooh.
Wasn't that like their?
Maybe that could have been the Communist Party. I can't remember though.
Can we look that up? Can we chat GPT it? What was it? As you do that, I'll talk about GameStop. So, really quick GameStop news. GameStop has announced and has begun a large-scale closure of their retail stores across the United States. They are closing and have already closed over 400 plus locations, and they're randomly and quickly closing. A lot of people have reported going to their local GameStop and seeing signs on the door saying that we are closed and your pre-orders or whatever are going to go to this store, which it sucks because it's like, what if you are grading with a GameStop store?
Yeah, right.
And your cards are kind of like in limbo. Like, who do you talk to?
Hang on a second. Did you have a conversation about this with BJ Kroger?
No, I did not.
Really? Because this
not.
is the exact, when I told you, like, so I couldn't remember at the time, but now it's jogging my memory. BJ reached out, I believe it was BJ at least, and told me all about this. And he said the exact same thing about the whole grading thing. He actually made the comment of like, I wonder if that affects grading numbers for PSA, which I don't think they're taking in that many cards to have that big of an effect, but it will in some way impact them, I guess, if there are 400 locations no longer going to be accepting
But
grading.
it's weird because it's like, okay, that was kind of like a move that they did to get more people into the door, and then they closed 400 plus brick and mortar stores.
So does that say like, oh, that move didn't work?
I don't know.
Well, here's the thing you say about the CEO, though. This is where
kicker. Here's where the kicker is.
We're going to close 400 stores, but
CEO Ryan Cohen, GameStop's board has approved a performance-based stock compensation package for the CEO that could be worth up to $35 billion.
That is
ridiculous.
$1 billion.
But here's the thing. the compensation, what the goals that they have to meet is that the market cap for GameStop has to be $100 billion. It is currently at 9.
It's at 9.
It's at 9. So
he's got to raise it
10x.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder where we get to. What's going to happen with GameStop for it to get to that? Like, and does that mean like, oh, we suddenly start seeing people investing in GameStop again? And it's like, you know, like how we saw during COVID. They made a whole movie about this guy too.
What was it?
It's Kitten, Roaring Kitten, I think was the handle or something.
I don't think that's it, but yeah.
That was definitely the guy. I don't know what his real name was,
but great movie.
But that being said, they were investing in GameStop and the market cap exploded. I wonder how high it got, and I wonder what the rules, the stipulations are on that bonus. If it gets to that, and does it have to stay there? Keith Gill is his name. His name is Roaring Kitty, by the way.
All right. You said Kitten. This is Kitty. A little different. But.
Roaring Kitty. But anyways, it's upsetting to hear things where it's like, hey, we're proposing $30 billion stock option packages for our CEO after we close down 400 locations of this store. It's just, you know, because for a lot of people, that is their local card shop. You know, they don't have a LCS where they're at. I don't know what this means for people in those locations. It does stink, though, because, I mean, I guess you just have to go online for everything else or go to your Walmart or Target if you have that.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that the majority of the GameStop around us, they don't even take PSA submissions.
Oh, they don't?
No.
The one over in Rivergate doesn't do that?
Nope.
Really? I didn't know that was an option.
Or the one in Gallatin.
Well, the Gallatin one is a joke, but that's really interesting to me. Yeah. I didn't realize that was
because, dude, every manager that I've ever talked to that works at GameStop, dude, they're hanging on by a thread. And I feel so bad for
It's so
each.
funny.
If you know a GameStop manager, buy him a cup of coffee. Give him a little something.
It's so funny you say that because I talked to the one in Rivergate about how he was like running the one in Hendersonville and how he's like so shocked that one closed and he was
the rent was crazy.
Well, and he was bad mouthing the guy who works at the one in Gallatin, and it was just like I'm like
a rivalry.
This guy is like he's just needing someone to talk to.
Oh yeah, dude.
I talked to another guy, a buddy of mine who he's a listener and he gets in on breaks and stuff. And he's talking about like how he's buddies with an owner of a GameStop and like he gives him all the dirt of what's going on with GameStop. And I'm just like, they're not. I don't know if they're treating their people all that.
No, they're
great.
Not. They never do.
That's crazy to me. Yeah. What's most upsetting about that is like this is a very social business. Like as far as GameStop is connected to not just our hobby, but a lot of hobbies.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, this is a community of people that if you do something badly, it's going to spread.
Yeah.
I can't believe they don't think about that or have more foresight to be like, hey, we should do something about this before we just get completely roasted online. Which
and then
you'll get what we're getting to do.
We're roasting you, GameStop.
Yeah, take that.
Dude, I remember,
do better.
I remember high school 2004. We used to go to GameStop, midnight releases.
2004. I always reference 2005 because that's the year we graduated.
We graduated in 2005.
We started 2004.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, by January.
You would go to GameStop in Henderson?
Midnight releases, baby.
Really?
Halo 2, midnight release.
Oh,
Missed the next day, didn't go to school. My English teacher gave me so much crap because she knew that shout out to Miss Stevens, she knew that I missed school purposely to stay home and play Halo 2 all night long.
Did you ever have Coach Reynolds? He was 11th grade English, I believe. He'd say, RC Cola Moon Pie, give it a try. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
That's all I remember from that class.
Fun story.
I sat behind Samantha, my wife, at that time.
Grab a little piece of her
hair.
There
was a movie called Slackers that had come out around that time, which I doubt many people have ever seen this movie, but at the time it was a cult classic. One of my favorite movies. This guy would make little hair dolls, and I would
Oh, so I'm right.
I would take like a hair, but it wasn't like creepy because I was doing it as a joke. I would show her like, look, I made this for you. And I would just like take one of a few, saying it out loud on this podcast now makes it sound very creepy. But it was done as a joke. Like I'm referencing the movie as a thing. And it was
the crazy thing about this whole conversation is that Jesse won, guys.
I did.
He won.
I did.
He pulled
Let
it
that
off.
go. For all you who think being the weirdo is the wrong move, apparently it's endearing to some. Okay,
he pulled it off. He if you keep,
I married up. I think Ray can attest to that.
If you
I
keep
definitely
going, there might be a chance. There might be a chance. So if you guys, if someone out there is listening, and you see
you're stuck in the friend zone,
a girl or a guy stuck in a friend zone, just encourage them. Encourage yourself. If Jesse can do it, anybody can do it. How does Sam
thank you for that
feel about like
what has happened to her?
Well, you know what I mean? It's like you did it. Like it worked.
She's just as amazed as anybody, honestly. She's like, I don't know what he did exactly, but it worked. I mean, I'm here. So I'm going to tell you, it hasn't worn off. We're very much in love. It's a great thing we got going. So come on, baby. Yeah, I don't have a lot to offer, but apparently whatever I got, she wants it. All right. She want it. Isn't that a song? Is that on the top 10 list?
Justin Timberlake?
Sure. Oh yeah, I think it is Justin Timberlake. All right, so there's your GameStop news. Not the greatest, but that's what's happening. I have one other product. This is that sleeper product that I mentioned that I think is actually going to be pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any of this because it's not a Topps product. This is a Rittenhouse product.
Okay.
So Rittenhouse has, I love that they put out like their release schedule, things they're working on. They don't have a ton of releases in a year, but they do have things that are more eclectic, a little bit more off the beaten path. You're not going to see much Marvel, even though they did have the original Iron Man cards that came out with RDJ autos on there that are still going for like, I think 5,000 and up.
It's Robert Downey Jr.
Thank you for clarifying that. But this year, in fact, very soon, they're going to have a product for Star Trek called Star Trek Connections. Now,
not a Star Trek guy.
You're not a Star Trek guy.
Nope.
I know that Star Wars is the more popular in the two universes.
Well, you say that to a Star Wars guy, but Star Trekkies may disagree with you.
I hope there's enough people out there to prove me wrong, because I personally, I'm going to tell you this right now, I like Star Trek more than I like Star Wars.
Wow, that's a hot take.
That's right, because, and I'll tell you why. I've always been more into science fiction than fantasy. Now, oftentimes if you're scrolling through your Netflix or wherever, they lump the two together, science fiction and fantasy. If you're looking through Audible books, you want to go download a new jam to listen to, guess what? They put them together. I don't care for that. They're two different worlds to me. Science fiction is in the real world. It could actually happen where where fantasy is something that is make-believe, not
science
real.
Fiction being not true
yet, or made up in the sense that, hey, fiction just means like somebody made something up. It doesn't mean it couldn't happen. Fantasy is something that's typically not happening.
I don't know.
Are you telling me we couldn't build a ship and go into space?
We've done it.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
We've done
allegedly.
I wasn't on the moon. I don't know. I didn't film that. But I don't foresee there being a Star Wars-esque thing. Now, granted, Star Wars is close to science fiction. That's why I still embrace it very dearly. But Star Trek is still my first love. And
it's more leaning into the science fiction than, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So
do you think there should be another genre in between?
No, I don't.
Like sci-fi fantasy?
Well, there are, like, there's things like there's variations. Like there's hard sci-fi. There's techno sci-fi. There's like there's a bunch of things that there's post dystopian sci-fi stuff. There's like different genres of that genre, I guess.
Because when you say fantasy, I'm thinking like dragons and wizards.
Exactly. Yeah. Dwarves. So Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Harry Potter. These are all fantasy things.
I don't consider Star Wars into the fantasy realm.
Okay. Whatever. But Star Trek, Hunger Games, I don't know, a few other. These are more sci-fi. Like, it's like, yes, more than likely it's not going to happen, or at least not exactly like that. But we're living in the world where things like that could happen.
What about The Matrix?
Sci-fi?
What about Blade?
Science fiction.
Okay.
Well, it depends. What does Blade actually have? Does Blade have there's a lot of people who are rewriting the vampire story as like, oh, it was like a sickness or something, as opposed to like, oh, well, like a vampire did this and that.
There's Twilight vampires and there's 28 Days Later.
There you go. Yeah. Well, those
are
are different things. But yes.
Okay.
I guess it would all depend on that.
I digress.
So Star Trek Connections is the Rittenhouse product. It comes out on February 18th. I think this product they've put out a number of Star Trek products over the last few years. But what I really love about this is, one, in every case, you're going to get a William Shatner, Patrick Stewart, or Leonard Nimoy on-card auto. Every case.
That's
now,
cool.
I wanted to point this out again. Patrick Stewart, William Shatner, and Leonard Nimoy. Leonard Nimoy, for those who are not familiar, Spock, has
the
passed.
Original.
Spock, Leonard Nimoy is no longer with us. In fact,
and these are on cards?
And they are on cards. I don't know
that sounds like fantasy
how
right
long
there.
They've been working on this. He passed 11 years ago.
This is weird. Are you sure it's not like
I'm telling you,
Nimoy Jr.?
I'm telling you, I read through this several times. I double checked.
11 years ago.
I don't know how. I'm guessing the Leonard Nimoy one's going to be rare. I actually have an on card. It's one of the first non-sport cards I bought when we started the SCN pod. We went to the National and I bought, I think it was like for $300 or something. It was by far the most I'd ever spent on any card.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
But $300 for an on card Leonard Nimoy autograph, and I still hold it. I actually need to go get it graded, but I think the raws are now up to like $500 or $600 or something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
So, anyways, but that's what's crazy is like, so this product will have that. It'll also have like all the Star Trek actors and actresses over the last multiple series, not just the ones that are like on Paramount these days, but it does include those. But you'll have like, let's see. So William Shatner, James C. Kirk, you've got Jean-Luc Picard. You'll have Catherine Janeway, another one of our mini captains. I think she was Voyager, I want to say.
Voyager, Catherine?
I could be mistaken on that. You also have Worf signs in there, Data signs in there. You've got Scott Bakula.
That sounds like a vampire.
It's a number of like people. If anybody who's familiar, I know how like nerdy this sounds. If anybody is familiar with the Star Trek universe, they are familiar with these names. Not only that, but they're also going to have randomly inserted autograph relic cards. So they'll have signatures with pieces of uniform, like screen-worn clothing. There's going to be a 5x7 like included oversized card that's called the Captains, that will have like all these captains throughout multiple different series signing on one card. Overall, I just think it's very cool. I have no idea what the price is, but when I saw that there's also sketches included in there as well, and that some of these sketches that they're showing are out of this world crazy good, I'm like, yeah, I went ahead and sent him an email and I said, hey, how? Because he came on, the guy who runs it came on the pod back in March of last year with one of the earlier episodes. And I reached out, just, thanking him again for coming on, and then casually dropping, hey, can I buy some of these cases? So we'll see.
You did offer to buy them.
Oh yeah. I don't want him to give them. I'll buy it, but yeah. So I think it's a very cool product. And I think like if it's anything compared to what they've been in the past, they've been very reasonably priced. So I am hoping that is going to be the case here. It's 3 autograph cards and 1 relic card per box. If you guys aren't familiar with this, I've had these in the past. They load these up with autos, and they're all on card stuff. And a lot of them have like inscriptions in there as well. It won't even like, it's like inscriptions are so normal for them. They don't even like advertise it as like, oh, by the way, it has inscriptions. So anyways, very cool. I wanted to mention it for all you Trekkies out there.
That's awesome.
All right.
Trekkies don't get enough love.
Yeah, you know what? They don't. They don't.
I think that's why.
That's why you hate them.
They're hardcore. Can I talk about something that we didn't have on the list that I just remembered?
Is it about Geodude Pokemon hangers?
I did see that.
Did you see that? Okay.
You can go ahead and talk about that. It's kind of nice. It's a nice segue.
Oh, okay. Well, there's hangers out there that have Geodude's face on the middle.
Geodude.
And so when you've got a shirt on it, it just looks like his little head.
It's pretty
poking
cool.
out of it.
I've seen that. Yeah.
I saw Fanatics made a post about that, and I was just like, I'll talk about it because I think it's cool.
I think it's dude, Pokemon has like random stuff like that.
Pokemon does some collab with every product that is known to man at this point. Like the fact that we're not getting like just Charmin Pokemon toilet paper is a shock to me.
They used to have, they have like, there's a life-size Lucario plush that you can purchase.
Life size?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, it's super creepy. Like the pictures show him like sitting on a table with like you.
Oh.
And it's like, it's creepy. But
Is he
anyways,
staring at me?
I digress. Pikachu at the museum. Have you heard about this?
Yes, I thought I took a screenshot. I must not have. Oh,
Pikachu at the museum, the London Natural History Museum, January 26th through April 19th are doing a collaboration with Pokemon. So if you thought that the Pokemon or the Pikachu Van Gogh card was crazy, this could be a little crazier. They are giving out free Pikachu at the museum promo card. The thing is, they're calling this a jumbo promo card. So I don't know if necessarily this will be like
an oversized
card. Like an oversized card, or maybe just a little bit bigger than the regular card, or just the ones that you see in the boxes, which maybe that's a way for them to be like, okay, if we give them a big card, maybe they won't go as crazy.
Attack us for it.
Yeah. But the cool thing about this is during this time, you're going to be able to get a lot of really cool merch from the London Natural History Museum.
Oh,
they have like specific merch. They have notebooks, tote bags, pens, plushies, just a bunch of really cool merch that you can purchase there in London. So just wanted to bring it up.
No, I'm really glad you did because I saw it. And I will say for anybody who is just listening and they haven't been able to see the picture, it's not like a full art, like SIR type card.
No, it's just, it's just like a regular Pokemon card.
So it's got like stats underneath it. It is like Pikachu outside of the museum on the card art. So I don't know. I'm curious how in demand it will be, but it will be in demand, I'm sure, to some extent.
I don't think it'll be as crazy as the Van Gogh, but you never know, man.
Yeah.
You never know, because this will be the only place that you get it, and I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, here's the thing. If I find out a way to get it, wait, where's it at?
London. When are you going to be in London?
What's the date?
When are you going to be in London?
What's the date? Tell me.
You tell me. January 26th.
Dang it.
Through
Yes.
April 19th.
Yes, I'm there. Baby, I'm there. I'm in February.
Bro,
I'll be there.
You have to go.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wait, which museum is it again?
London's Natural History Museum.
The London Natural History Museum. All right. Hang on now. I am just checking to see where I will be. Okay. So here's the thing.
How close? Dude, London's not that big. You're there.
London isn't that big. I think I'm like really close to this actually.
Dude, you have to go. You got to get some of this merch.
All right. So I'm just looking right now. According to Google Maps, I am 3 miles away from it, from where my hotel is.
Within walking distance.
From where my hotel is, I'm 3 miles away.
Oh, dude. And you can resell it.
Well, some people would walk that far. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I kept my Van Gogh Pikachu for years and years. What am I looking at right here?
It's a plush.
Oh, I saw that Pokemon Center saying that 2026 is the year of the Pokemon plush. And I thought to myself, well, that's a good way to try and sell plushes.
I saw a video of a really handsome guy saying that 2026 was going to be the best Pokemon year to date.
You know what I saw also on that video? It had like close to 70,000 views. So
just saying.
It was Ray who's the handsome one, not me, just to be clear. I know I would probably have said that about myself too. All right. Well, there you go. That was a fun show. A long show, as usual.
No.
Oh, we got more?
We got more.
What the heck?
You skipped.
What do
Probably
we
one
have?
of the most important things that we need to talk about.
Oh, Lord.
One Piece.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that.
There is a new One Piece sports card releasing March 27th.
March 27th?
No, excuse me.
Oh, hang on.
Let me make sure I got this right. Let me make sure I got this right. One Piece. Yes. January 23rd to March 4th, One Piece. They're calling it the One Piece College Basketball U.S. Voyage.
Oh. Is it multiple different cards or is it just one?
It's one card.
Okay.
But you'll be able to get a promo card for each one of these teams in 3 different games. So we have the Gonzaga Bulldogs.
So it is different cards. So you're a liar.
No, it's the same card.
It's the same art on there?
Same art, but you'll
Then
be able to
it-
get this card.
Oh, at those games.
At those games.
I see.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonzaga Bulldogs, the Illinois Fighting Illini, the Houston Cougars, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, and then the St. John Red Storm.
Interesting. Okay. Man,
So,
if anybody is not familiar, when we talked about this the other day, I don't think we talked about it when we talked about One Piece the other day, but we did talk about this months ago. They've done this before. One Piece has done this when they did at the Dodger Stadium. They gave away the hats, but they also had the custom Luffy Dodgers cards. And just pulling up as of today, I don't know why today is so special, but today there have been multiple PSA 10 versions of that card that one sold for $2,200, the other one sold for $2,400.
okay.
So they are very popular. I'm very curious to see what these do.
I think it's still undervalued.
Oh, I mean, if One Piece continues to go up, I think you're probably right.
I think that card is extremely undervalued to a point to where I think I'm going to finally pop the trigger and buy one of those cards.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I don't know what it was about today. Maybe it's the fact that there's this news of these other cards coming out. But the other ones that have sold, again, PSA 10s, they were selling for like $2,000?
2000.
Like yesterday. There was multiple sales yesterday for $2,000 for PSA 10s. So, yeah. For all those who have this card, maybe you hold on to it.
Yeah. I think it's a sick looking card. Also, with this One Piece US Voyage, you'll be able to get the shirts that are going to be given out, like in the t-shirt cannons and all that stuff. They're branded One Piece, and then whatever the college that you're at, you'll be getting that specific merch.
Oh, so there is like custom merch in
yeah,
that sense.
that they'll be given out during the game. So
Man,
pretty cool.
That is really cool. That's smart on them. I mean, that's getting their brand awareness out there, but at the same time, very popular non-sport TCG cards. All right.
Ooh, I got one more thing.
Okay.
This is actually really important. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Pokemon leaks.
Oh, yeah.
There's some Pokemon leaks out there, but these Pokemon cards that we're seeing that are in English have possibly been stolen off of the production line where the Pokemon cards have been printed.
That's kind of crazy. Are these the ones that we don't know what set they belong to?
We don't know what set they belong to. They're English cards. We haven't even seen the Japanese version of these cards.
Oh, wow.
So these are sets way ahead of time.
Can I ask the maybe obvious question for some people? How do we know they're real?
There are different things that we've seen different pictures from these cards. The person that took the pictures said that he purchased these at a card show in North Carolina.
Is there a printing facility in North Carolina?
There is a Millennium printing facility is in North Carolina.
That would make
this has
sense.
happened in the past to where people have stolen Pokemon cards off of the production line and try to sell them at card shows.
Really?
And stacks of SIRs. So
really,
yeah.
Wow.
So that's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Wait, I got one. No,
I swear. Yeah. You know what? We've gotten several requests to do 2 episodes a week. I think we just need to start.
we could have really done
just
2 episodes a
splitting-
week today.
I know. Like I think last episode it would have been a little tough, but for sure stuff like this. Guys, encourage you to continue to send us guest ideas. Like if you've got someone you want us to bring on, especially now that we're in the new year, I feel like I'm open to. We got our Lego minifigure guy. We got. Oh, you know what? Someone was asking about Hot Wheels. We should have like a Hot Wheels guy come on at some point.
I think I got a Hot Wheel guy.
But other card guys, if you know anybody with like crazy cool, like non-sport collections of some kind, whether that's vintage old stuff or TCG and or the modern stuff, whatever it is, if they've got a cool story to go with it, we'd love to talk to them a little bit as well. And then of course, you guys going out and leaving reviews, positive reviews, leaving thumbs up, subscribers, reviews. All this stuff. Like, we have a Facebook page. We've got TikTok. We've got Instagram. Of course, we've got the Facebook group, the Non-Sports Cards Nonsense Facebook group, which I think I'm going to change to like Buy Hobby Nonsense or something like that. I think that we have to have some closer association. But all of it being said, it's so appreciated. Like, we don't need you guys to do anything for us. We love doing this, but it is like, it helps us to be able to continue to put these products out, or these. Let's
put some more money into Gibson's pockets.
Shut up.
By liking, sharing, and subscribing.
That being said, thank you all for listening. And I've said, that being said, whoever's doing the drinking game of like, take a shot every time Jesse says that being said, they're dead. They've already died. I said it about 100 times.
Yeah. But remember, guys, if you have a crush on someone, continue to harass them as much as possible. And one day you
legally
will marry them.
Within a legal,
tear off pieces of their hair.
Only don't tear them. Just
smell the cucumber melon on their arms.
That was a popular scent back when we were in high school. All right, that's the show. Thank you guys. I've been Sports Boy. That's Solar Ray.
See you guys.
Bye.